Alright guys, welcome to my theory that Fazbears fright is fredbears.
Welcome to the theory video. Alright, I have a theory that Fazbear Frights is Fredbear's family diner. Okay. You might be thinking, well, how's that? The place doesn't look like a diner. In fact, it's way too skinny to put a stage there and have animatronics performing on it. Alright, but I have a fear. But here's the thing. Most people, let's look at the map for a second. Most people portray this part of the map where I'm at, like behind the office, like right here. They portray it as an exit point. Like this part right here, this part. They portray it as an exit point. But my theory is that does not lead to an exit point. That leads to the main dining area, the place where usually the animatronics would be and all the stuff would be. Yeah, that part. Sure, there's evidence. Sure, you might say, whoa, hey, isn't there evidence pointing to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place in FNAF 6 being Fredbear's? No, that's just dumb. First off, the theory video, there's been many people saying that the FNAF 6 location is actually Fredbear's, which I don't think so, personally. See, sure, Rockstar Freddy could be a reference to Fredbear due to the fact it has hydraulics in having purple hat and purple bow tie, but that's only a reference. See, we really start the place out when the game first starts. You start off with a shack and you have to build it up. It doesn't start off as like this perfect pizzeria that's already built, because the Fredbear that we see in FNAF 4 looks way more different than the shack. And we first started with a shack, not a fully built diner or a good-looking place. We only started off with a shack. But there's more evidence pointing to Fredbear's being FNAF free. Well, here's the thing. My theory is that the owner, which this is what I think he looks like right here. Yeah, him. He probably doesn't have anything original. He probably didn't even build the place. He probably just bought it out from some guy and probably just, like, this bro probably just got into some old Freddy Fazbear locations, stole the parts or stole stuff from the buildings and just put him up in his own little attraction, which he didn't even build, by the way. The only thing he ever built was the sign, which he probably just made out of cheap materials, or he probably isn't. I don't know. But here's the thing. He probably didn't even build Fazbear's Fright, so it's most likely that Fazbear's Fright was a Fredbear's location before it was ever became into Fazbear's Fright. Sure, you might say, oh wait, it looks too skinny, but it may look too skinny, but the exit point, when most people say that's an exit point behind the office, no, that is not an exit point. That leads into what once was the main stage area where all the, where all the customers would be, and the animatronics would be. And this part right here is the storage rooms that they probably put animatronics and spare parts into. Sure, we see the spare parts room in FNAF 4 with Crankjaw, but that's a parts and service room. But this is a storage room. Parts and service and storage rooms are different things. Parts and service is where they store all the parts. Storage rooms is where they store all the extra stuff. Wait, that's pretty much the same thing. I'm just being stupid. But anyway, the owner probably did nothing original and probably didn't even build the place. Just stole a bunch of parts from a bunch of Fazbear's locations. Just made this into some cheap and some cheap horror attraction. And that's why I think that Fazbear's Fright horror attraction is actually Fredbear's.